Alright, so in this problem, I have x to the power of x to the power of 3 is equal to 36. So to solve this problem, I'm going to first start by taking the power of 3 on both sides. So now I have x to the power of x to the power of 3 to the power of 3 is equal to 36 to the power of 3. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. And notice that for multiplication, I can switch the places of these two numbers. So this is the same thing as a to the power of n times m, right? Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, and this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n, then a to the power of n times m, this should equal a to the power of n to the power of n. Meaning, all four of these are equal to each other. So my point for telling you all this is that a to the power of m to the power of n, this is the same thing as a to the power of n to the power of m. So now coming back over here, we have x to the power of x to the power of 3 to the power of 3 is equal to 36 to the power of 3. And we can think of x to the power of 3 here as m and 3 as n. So now I can switch the places of these two. So now I get x to the power of 3 to the power of x to the power of 3. And this is equal to 36 to the power of 3. Now from here, I'm going to rewrite 36 as 6 to the power of 2. So now I have x to the power of 3 to the power of x to the power of 3 is equal to 6 to the power of 2 to the power of 3. And again, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So this is the same thing as x to the power of 3 to the power of x to the power of 3 is equal to 6 to the power of 2 times 3. And 2 times 3, that's equal to 6. So I have x to the power of 3 to the power of x to the power of 3 is equal to 6 to the power of 6. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of a is equal to b to the power of b, this means that a is equal to b. So in this case, x to the power of 3 is equal to 6. And now if I take the cube root on both sides, I get x is equal to the cube root of 6. Alright, so in this problem, I have x squared minus x to the power of 3 is equal to 12. So to solve this problem, I'm going to first start by subtracting 12 on both sides. So then these two cancel out, and I get x squared minus x to the power of 3 minus 12 is equal to 0. Now negative 12, I can rewrite that as negative 4 minus 8. And the reason I did this was because 4 I can rewrite as 2 squared, and 8 I can rewrite as 2 to the power of 3. And notice how this is in the form something squared minus something to the power of 3. So I have 2 squared minus 2 to the power of 3. And now I'm going to group x squared and 2 squared. So I have x squared minus 2 squared. And then I group x to the power of 3 minus 2 to the power of 3. So I have negative x to the power of 3 minus 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 0. Now, I'm going to put these two both in parentheses. So I have x squared minus 2 squared minus x to the power of 3 plus 2 to the power of 3, because this negative sign distributes. Now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is x and b is 2. So I get x plus 2 times x minus 2. Now I have this minus, well, if I have something in the form a to the power of 3 plus b to the power of 3, this is equal to a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. So in this case, I get a is equal to x and b is equal to 2, so I get x plus 2 times x squared minus 2x plus 4. And this is equal to 0. Now from here, I can factor out x plus 2 because both of these terms have x plus 2. So I get x plus 2 times x minus 2 minus x squared minus 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. And from here, let me simplify this a little. I get x minus 2 minus x squared plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. And if I add all the like terms, I get negative x squared plus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. So now this gives me two equations. I get x plus 2 is equal to 0, and I also get negative x squared plus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. So to start, for x plus 2 equals 0, this is fairly simple. All I have to do is subtract 2 on both sides, and I get x is equal to negative 2. Now for negative x squared plus 3x minus 6, I'm going to first start by dividing both sides by negative 1. And now I get x squared minus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now from here, I can use the quadratic formula to factor this, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this case, a is 1, b is negative 3, and c is 6. So I get x is equal to negative of negative 3 plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is negative 3 squared, which is 9, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 6, all over 2a, so 2 times 1. And this is equal to 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 minus 24 over 2, which is equal to 3 plus or minus the square root of negative 15 over 2. And the square root of negative 15 is the same thing as the square root of 15 times the square root of negative 1. And if you guys already know, the square root of negative 1 is equal to the imaginary number I. So I get x is equal to 3 plus or minus the square root of 15 I over 2. So these are two more solutions, and my three solutions are x is equal to negative 2, x is equal to 3 plus the square root of 15 I over 2, and x is equal to 3 minus the square root of 15 I over 2.